So lately I've been brainstorming a little more on what spec to build as Enhancement Shaman, or should I say what should be the best possible solution for us. And don't get me wrong, the current spec that we were playing, the Ascendant Storyman stuff, is still OP and very good, but as the time goes by, people are learning about it and they're figuring out a million ways to stop your Ascendance, which is very disheartening because its cooldown is goddamn 3 minutes, so single disarm, polymorph, cyclone or whatever they use on you in that timing, you are very much doomed. And yes, you could save your trinket for that, but maybe there's a moment where you need to use your trinket in order to survive, or you know, anything like that, and most of the CCs can be repeated again, so Ascendance becomes useless a little bit in those situations, and 3 minutes is still too long. I don't know what is Blizzard doing, but yeah, let's not talk about it. It just shouldn't be 3 minute cooldown for this for sure. It's just a quick interruption to say two things. I'm trying to reach 3000 subscribers before start of the summer, so if you wish to support me, that would be the best way to just subscribe. Thank you. And second one is, if you haven't seen my previous video, aka PvP montage, go please check it out. For some unknown reason YouTube has decided to kill that video, and in my opinion it's very fun, with a few very good and interesting fights and some good old school nostalgic music that I'm really sure you will like. Anyway, back to the video. So, as I said, this spec is still very good, but it's getting a little bit too much revealed to people, so I've been thinking about something else and I came up with this. Pretty much this spec I wanted to focus fully on the lightning slash physical build, where we are going to go for the 4 tier set pieces, where we are going to go for the haste and mastery, and 4 tier sets should be everything except chest, because chest gives only versatility and critical, and the regular chest that we can buy for conquest points gives you a versa and mastery, which is much better. And on shoulders we still get the haste, even though we don't get the mastery or versa, which kinda sucks, but it's a better option than the chest in my opinion. So those are the 4 pieces that you want to go. Anyway, idea behind this spec is to get rid of the Alley Blast. Alley Blast is still good, don't get me wrong, it can pull pretty decent numbers, especially if you're going full mastery and stuff, but that's for different build. For this specific build, I decided to get rid of it because it for sure does equal damage as the lightning bolt, and maybe even less in some situations, so I decided to ditch Elemental Blast, and with that I decided to ditch the Lava Burst, because there's no point having Lava Burst if you're not going to use Elemental Blast. So instead of Ascendance, to find a cure for that, I decided to go with Deeply Rooted Elements. Now, a lot of people have been playing it, and people are saying that the procs are much better now, because Blizzard did buff it and increase its proc chance, so it's better than before. And I really like the thing that it's an element of surprise to your enemies. So you can burn their CDs with your Doom Winds, with your Shamanism, with everything else, and then if this instantly proc, they're going to be so caught off guard, and you can easily finish them both with Thorium and Static Accumulation. It's still the best option, and you know, if you are lucky it can proc a few times. Now there will be moments where it won't proc anytime, but yeah, that's the gamble that we gotta take, so I figured out that it's the best solution. I also went for 2 talents in elemental weapons, because that talent is very good now for this mastery haste build that we are going, and you know, focusing, you know, on lightning bolt and stuff like that. So I decided to ditch the converging storms, and yeah, that's pretty much the idea of the talents. Unfortunately I still could go only 1 in Legacy of Frost Witch, like maybe it can be swapped with Witch Doctor's Ancestry, but no, not really. Anyway, yeah, that's the idea of specs. So for the left side I also decided to, so if you are playing against the rangers and you're most certainly having to use the grounding totem, then you just must play Totemic Surge. I haven't been playing it in the past with the previous pack, I kinda wanted to ditch that, but 30 seconds of grounding is too long versus rangers, and they will catch you with a lot of damage and you will end up being dead. So by removing the Lava Burst we kinda bought ourselves a little more talents. And if you're playing against the generic melees where you won't be using grounding at all, then you can just swap both of those into go with the flow, and your mobility will be, you know, a little bit better. I mean the CD of your Spirit Walk or Gust of the Winds if you're playing that. So yeah, that's pretty much idea of this spec, and I must say I'm kinda liking it. With this spec we kinda reduced the numbers of buttons that we have. So we don't have the Alley Blast anymore, we only have the Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning, which again, Chain Lightning is going to be very OP when we get the 4th tier set pieces. Also we don't have Ascendance button, so yeah, as you can see, a lot of things. I actually have a few free slots in my keybinds, which is very awesome. And yeah, by the way, this pack is for arenas and solo shuffles. It's not for 1v1. For 1v1 I still prefer to play the real Ascendance, because there you can work however you want, you can manipulate however you want, and pretty much use it in the best moment, and in 90% situations you're going to win the duel, win the world PvP fight, and yeah, I think this is the best option. Okay, Lava Burst on the side, I forgot to change that. Let's just take the Hex, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, for 1v1 build, this one I still recommend going with the pure Ascendance and, you know, everything like that, also without the Elemental Blast. But for the, you know, real, more consistent and, you know, not so cooldown depending, I think this one is the best situation. Now I've seen some nerfs been hitting the Ancestral Guidance and, you know, stuff like that, so I still have to figure out if this is good enough talent to take, but for now there's really nothing that much better to use instead of Ancestral Guidance. So yeah, this is the spec that I'm gonna be rocking for the next, you know, few weeks, pretty much until I get the tier set pieces. And unfortunately I still have 0, I mean technically I do have 1, which I'm kind of waiting to get one piece so I can buy something else, so, you know, I don't screw myself and get the 2 of the same pieces. So this one is just sitting here waiting for me to get one piece, and then I will buy another one, so I will have the 2 pieces, and, you know, 4 is the goal. As I said, everything except the chest, stat, haste, mastery, versa of course, and the spec should be really rocking. Now I did see that a lot of you have been playing the Lava Lash build and stuff like that. Some of you are saying it's better, some of you are saying Stormstrike is better. Guys, these are really pretty much the same builds, in my opinion. They both will do the job, they both will do the damage. One will do it in one way, other one will do it in another way, but overall I don't see that big difference. And I've been always saying, play what your heart wants, what you mostly desire and you want to play. In my case, this is the Storm build, and that's the Enhancement Shaman I like, that's the build that I like. I'm not a big fan of Lava Lash, as you know from the past. It's been good, I've been playing it and stuff, of course I keep playing it, but Stormstrike and windfury thing will always be in my heart, so I will always try to make that one as best as possible. But yeah, you know, we always swap from time to time. So yeah, I guess that will do for this video. Again, after this one we are going to have a few solo shuffles to showcase you how this one is going to work, how good the procs on the deeply rooted elements are and stuff like that, so you will find that out in the next videos. Anyway, if you like my videos overall and you wish to support me, simple subscribe would help a lot. I'm trying to reach the 3000 subscribers before the start of summer, so I would appreciate it so much. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.